Hey guys, welcome to Star Wars on High. Thank you for stopping by. We are back, and I kind of wanted to take a second here. It's Sunday night. I'm recording my thoughts on D23, and specifically, I want to talk about something I noticed about Tales of the Jedi versus Mandalorian Season 3. Specifically, I'm wondering if Mandalorian is losing a little bit of its hype. Now, we'll dive into that, but if you guys don't know, D23 was this weekend. It's Disney's own kind of Comic-Con. To be honest with you, I wish a little more was released. What we did get was information that was shared at Star Wars Celebration, but that has now just been officially revealed. So this Tales of the Jedi trailer and the Mando Season 3 trailer had already kind of leaked coming out of May the 4th. We did get some casting confirmation in the days leading up, did get kind of a first official picture of Skeleton Crew. Talked a little bit more about Ahsoka, which continues to be extremely exciting, but really nothing too groundbreaking. And we got the trailers, and one thing I noticed right away is when I released my videos, my Tales of the Jedi reactions and thoughts performed far better than anything I had on Mando Season 3. And then I went to the official Star Wars YouTube channel, and I noticed Tales of the Jedi has 3.3 million views, while the Mando Season 3 trailer only has 2.8 million, which is fascinating. You would think Mandalorian, who appeals to a lot more casual fans than Tales of the Jedi might, would be performing far superior, but it's not. And that got me thinking, what's going on with Mandalorian? Now, first of all, Tales of the Jedi looks absolutely phenomenal. I could not wait for the show. I think this trailer, goosebumps. I've watched it 15, 20 times now. I think it looks fantastic. I think it looks just so dynamic and gorgeous, and I cannot wait. Even though it's only going to be 6 little short episodes, I think they're going to knock it out of the park. But Mando Season 3, we've been building for years on this. We had Luke's huge appearance in Season 2 finale. Season 1 really caught the world by storm with Grogu. And I'm wondering if Book of Boba Fett has maybe helped in a way ease some of the questions that we came out of in the Season 2 finale, right? Luke makes an appearance. What does that mean for Grogu? He's taken the child. Where's Mando go next? He's taken off his helmet. And Book of Boba Fett kind of answered those questions for us in Episode 5 and 6. And I think Episode 5 is one of my favorite episodes of Star Wars television ever. The heavily Mando-focused one where we talk a lot about the lore and just the gorgeous visuals and fighting with the Darksaber. It blew me away, but it answered a lot of those burning questions. So for maybe the Main Street audience, they're thinking to themselves, what do I care about Mando Season 3? Now, for me, it's going to Mandalore, and they're promising that, some return to Mandalore. And my hope for the show has always been that it would really be the revival of the planet of Mandalore, restart civilization, regrow, because Mandalore is ripe for storytelling. We didn't visit it at all in the sequel trilogy, so you have a lot of creative freedom to have their own kind of storylines and arcs, and I really hope that's where the show goes. But this trailer, as interesting as it was, we got some gorgeous looks at Mandalore. I'm not sure it really blew anyone away. Now, it's still very far away. We have February of next year. I'm sure the hype will ramp up as we get closer. But it's just fascinating to me to see, a property that seemed to be on top of the world get, at least by excitement levels, really kind of surpassed by a small animated shorts. And by no means am I dissing animated Star Wars. I think animated Star Wars is some of the best Star Wars. We had an entire stream just talking about that. Clone Wars Season 7 is maybe my favorite. The Clone Wars animated show as a whole is maybe my favorite Star Wars thing. And so I am in no way insulting animation. It's just, for the casual fans, I have to convince them to go watch Clone Wars, but they're watching Mando all on their own. So just something interesting to think about. I want to know what you guys think down below. Is the hype for Mando dying, or were you excited for it? I know we all will be talking about it heavily as we approach, obviously, next year, but just a thought. Another thing I want to talk about is the Bad Batch Season 3, or Season 2, excuse me. Sticking with animation, it got delayed to January of 2023. Now, I'm bummed because I really was looking forward to a packed fall, but I understand it. It's going to help the content space add a little bit more. It'll help Jimmy and I be able to talk about stuff a little less chaotic. It was going to be really clumped to have Bad Batch and Andor running at the same time, of course, with Tales of the Jedi. So it makes sense, and I think it's going to still really be, an amazing show. Even if it comes out 3 or 4 months later, it's not that big a deal. But I did want to call that out. It's a delay, it's a bummer, but it should mean that we're going to have January kicking us off with Bad Batch, lead right up to Mando Season 3. So it should be a really, really fun way to kick off the new year. Outside of that, Ahsoka. I mean, we continue to learn a little bit more. We have the cast slowly forming in front of us, and this show, I think, in Jon Favreau called it Dave Filoni's magnum opus, and I think this is his passion project, and I have very, very high hopes. It seems like they have a real opportunity here to kind of hit so many different types of fans. Just the fans who love animation Star Wars Rebels, some of the fans who've joined us with Mando, new fans have never been here before, Legends fans with the inclusion of Thrawn and others. Maybe we can just really hit all our demographics. And so I'm very hopeful that is the case. And we've gotten very little official release, and I know why. It's far away, so I don't blame them. But that still remains to be kind of on that top of the list. Those are my thoughts on D23. Wish there was a little bit more, but I get it. Andor comes out in just around the corner. Is it 10 days now? I mean, it's going to be fantastic. We have 12 episodes to dive into, and we are very excited to get rolling. So what was your favorite thing about D23? What are your thoughts in general? Are you excited for the rest of this year? We have the High Republic coming out as well. Of course, Jedi Survivor next year. I mean, it's gonna be filled. And one thing, regardless of how you feel about Disney's reign of Star Wars, there is always content to talk about, and a lot of content that I love, especially in the animation realm. I mean, this Tales of the Jedi trailer, go watch my 2 videos on it so far. It just blew me away. I mean, I could watch it on repeat over and over and over again. So it's going to be a good year. It's going to be a good 2023 as well, and I hope you guys stay tuned to the channel and listen to our thoughts, our reactions. We appreciate all your support. It's been a little bit of a slow last couple weeks, but we're starting to ramp up again, and we are very excited to do so. One final thought, if you do want to hear Jimmy and I's thoughts on other shows, etc., we have our second channel linked down below, as well as our Discord server, so come and interact with us there. We love it, and we look forward to talking with you guys for years to come. Thanks so much for stopping by. See y'all again very soon.